Welcome back to the Nothing Nothing, and today I got a haul of sorts, and I'm going to be quick about it because I got a lot to get through. So, let's just start with video games. Now, before I begin, if you're wondering why I'm just showing you the cartridge, it's because they're pre-owned and I do not have the original case. But I do have, I should start this one first, Fire Emblem Shadows of Valencia Echoes, and Pokemon Moon. Now, you're wondering why I got Moon rather than Sun. Well, I want to try both, eventually. Just haven't got there yet. So, now that those are out of the way, let's get to the main part. Records. The heavy box here. Okay. So, here's the box as you see it. There's nothing, you can't see anything yet, but let's open it up. And we start with Rod Stewart. No, I have not taken off any price stickers. This is Rod Stewart's Blondes Have More Fun. I've actually listened to this album before. Interesting format here. 1977, I believe. Elton John, Honky, Château. I actually, just as I was filming this video, saw Rocket Man today, so... I should show you the records. Here, I'll come back and I'll show you them in a second. Now, here's an interesting thing from the time period. It's called a disco single. Basically, it's a single on a 12-inch. I have another one that's like this. Not for a disco single, but, for a, promo, actually. Promo. Here, I can show you that in a minute. I'll open them in a second. This is Voices, 1980 by Daryl Hall and John Oates. I'll show you the records again in a minute. Don't worry about it. You're not seeing anything right this second. This is What Time Is It by The Time. Now, if you don't know this group, you may know them in the movie Purple Rain, as they're the opponents of sorts to Prince's group, The Revolution. But he actually produced it, and actually, if you look here, produced by Morris Day and the Star, with the Star Symbol Company, that's actually Prince. And one of these songs is actually, I believe, in Purple Rain. Let me see if I can find it. Actually, I'm not sure, but it's one of the Time albums. And then we got Fleetwood Mac Tusk. Now, this is in okay shape. It's a little rough around the edges, but mostly expected. No, I'm going to open it. Oh, wait, is this open up? Oh. Okay, I'll show you those in a minute once I open it up. Here's another Elton John one. This sticker is actually original, I believe, to this version. I don't know if I got an original exactly or not, but it's the Elton John price sticker. Another one of his popular albums. And then we got Stevie Nicks on her own for her first album with Belladonna. And actually, there's a funny story here. This is actually a cockadoo, not a dove, as in the song On the Edge of 17. I've actually never seen the back this before, so that's actually kind of cool. The original Foreigner album. This is the first one from 1977. And if you look down here, probably most of your favorites, feel like the first time, Cold as Ice. That was Foreigner at that date. And now we're getting into some older albums. Now we've gotten past like the late 60s, late 70s, late 80s, or early 80s, late 70s. This is the first Carpenters Christmas Portrait album. It's actually kind of cool. I've listened to it before. Not too bad. And then this is the second one. This one came out a year later after Karen Carpenter died. I've never listened to this one. It'll be interesting to listen to that. This is their singles album, 1969 to 73. I'll give you a closer up look separately in a minute here. So if I don't run out of recording time, I'll put them into one separate video later. This is Lynyrd Skynyrd's Golden Platinum album. It's a twofold. I'll show you albums more specifically later. This is George Benson's Breezin, with the single Contains This Masquerade, and it's certified. It has a certified sales award. This is the next album, technically after Saturday Night Fever, which is technically considered the next Bee Gees album. Spirits Have Flown with the song Tragedy is on it here somewhere. This is their last real disco success album, because after that, disco dies here in the United States where I live. This is Donna Summer's greatest hits on the radio. On the radio. Sorry, I can't sing it. I'll get copyrighted. Again, I'll show you inside this stuff in a minute. Now, this is Sade, if I believe I'm pronouncing this right. She's a soul singer from the mid-'80s. I actually like her, personally. Some of my favorite songs on this album. Again, I'll show you the insides, but they're not exciting. I won't show you. This is Heart, their first album, Dreamboat Annie. Now, my copy is marked up. Oh, this one isn't marked up. It must have changed it out. It was a good thing. Now we're getting to some unusualities that I was able to get today. So the first one is this: the professional approach to disco dance instruction, called Night Moves. Now, if you look at it, it's a box. It's a box item. So I set this down here, open it up. Now, I'm going to be a little lazy here, but there's an entire manual. This is from 1979, by the way. I'll show you some stuff that's in it. Disco dances, choreographed by Dick Blaine. There's some interesting reads here, I'm going to tell you that right now. Oh, I think someone wrote this. I wonder if someone wrote that. It might not be original, but that's a cool find. Some more steps, looks like. I'm only showing you this now because I think it looks better in the video to show you this one. More instructions. More instructions. Dick Blake's Super Disco Line Dances. And we'll get to the album. And now these are K-Tel, and there's like 3 or 4, and there's so many I'm not going to be able to show them right now. So what I'm going to do is we'll just skip over them, and when we get back to showing albums and stuff, I'll show you that. Next up, we have something from the early 70s here. The Best of the Bee Gees. Now, this is back when they were still a pop group that wasn't disco-fied pop group. Sometimes they even did some soul back then. Some of these albums actually were pretty soul. These songs here. This is Carole Carpenter's Tapestry, one of the most familiarized pop recordings ever. Albums. Your parents might have a copy of this. This was very popular back in the day. My first original Queen vinyl. Queen, News of the World. Oh, it's upside down, isn't it? There. If you can read it to turn upside down, it's annoying. I'm going to show you the inside, because this is another one of those with like the thing with the Rod Stewart album. It's one of those where it has a cool inside. It's a full thing. Full gatefold. Oops, record's sliding out. Now this is a Carpenters album. Now this opens up like a like an envelope rather. So your information's on the back, of course, like always. But to open it, you have to open it like a record traditional. So you have to be careful. There's a nice photo of them, actually, in the early 70s. This will be early 70s, this album. Oh, that's right. This might be a weird variation or specialty item or something like that, looking at the nature of this album. And then the records in there. Again, showing you separately in a minute, or another video. And this is an interesting story here. Now, this is a copy of Rumours. I already technically own a copy, which I can grab right here, but I'll move too far. I technically already own Rumours, which is an interesting story here. This one is in its greatest shape. I apologize for that. So this is an interesting variation of this record. I wasn't thinking about buying it, but I ended up did because there's an interesting story to it. Look right here. Manufactured by Columbia House. Now, if you don't know the story, Columbia House was a company that produced specialty records, re-released records sometimes in the same years they were originally released. And also, this version also has the lyric sheet, which I'll show in a minute, or actually another video at this point. The lyric sheet, because my copy here, actually I'll show you the back one in a minute, does not have it. For some reason, I don't have my copy of it. I don't know why. Probably didn't get it when I bought it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to end this video here. And what's going to happen is you'll probably hear goodbye, and then suddenly in editing you'll hear, or another edit, I'll cut out this 5 second, something like that, and go like, and now the insides. So if it doesn't go out that way, I'll see you again soon, but if not, see you in a few seconds.